Okay, good morning. Welcome to the Racecourse. Welcome to the Emirates FA Cup press morning for Wrexham AFC versus Newport County AFC. First up, we've got Sam, our manager, with us this morning. So we'll start off with Ollie, 2 questions, and then we'll move around the room.
Sam, Wrexham v Newport, Welsh derby, and it's one of those anticipated clashes that I guess you look forward to as a manager.
Yeah, it's the beauty of any cup competition, and when FA Cup, the best club cup competition in the world. So it brings ties like this, which obviously wouldn't happen normally. Captures people's imaginations. And a Welsh tie, North v South. It's everything what the FA Cup is.
You've mentioned in previous rounds that it's an opportunity to make something special. I guess Wrexham's got prowess in the FA Cup, hasn't it? And I guess you'll want to add to that. Yeah,
huge history. It's probably one of the biggest things. You know, everyone remembers Mickey Thomas's goal. It's one of the most talked about. It'll be on every year in the FA Cup. It'll get shown. One because of the goal, one because of the upset, and that's part of the club. It's part of the club's history. And what we've said to the players is that's fantastic. It's why the club's as big as it is. But now this is their opportunity to try and put themselves in folklore.
I guess it's got that added tastiness of a Welsh derby as well.
Yeah, it'll be a great tie. We're not favourites. We're at home, but we're not favourites. Newport are doing really well in the league above us, so they'll naturally come here expecting to win the game. So, but what we do know is that we're more than capable of putting an excellent performance in, and with that comes a great chance of winning the game.
So I was just going to ask Rob Shelley from ITV Wales. You're third in your league, they're fourth in their league. Is there really that much of a difference, especially considering you probably get quite a few thousand here roaring you lot on?
Yeah, there's a difference. They're playing a standard above us every week, so they're used to that. But listen, we're doing really well ourselves. We have good players, and like I said, if we put a performance in like we're more than capable of, we've got a great chance of winning the game. But they are a league above us. They're not at the bottom. They're at the top, doing well. So that will make them favourites.
I don't want to pile the pressure on here, but Newport, obviously, what happened 5 years ago happened at Wembley, and also they got city status rather than Wrexham 15 years ago. This is like a derby without being a derby, isn't it? Really?
It is. It's just a rivalry really that's come over the years. Obviously, going back to that cup final as much as anything. Sorry, the playoff final as much as anything. So yeah, there's a few probably old school. So listen, it's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with the current group of players. But as a club, you know, they won that and they were into the Football League and have stayed there ever since. And Wrexham, unfortunately, have stayed here since as well. So possibly an opportunity to get one back on them. But you know, it'll be a good game.
You mentioned about them cup upsets and Mickey Thomas's goals. It's a chance for the current players all to write their own little piece of history, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. You know, it's there's a good saying, isn't there? History is for books, the future is ours. And that's exactly what this game is an opportunity for the players to showcase their talent on the national stage. It's a game which will be live on TV. It's a game which many people will take notice of and watch. And therefore then it's an opportunity to showcase how good they are as individuals, but more importantly as a team.
And get through. Who knows what lies in store?
Well, it's the next one, isn't it? The next round is all the big clubs come into it, and Newport found that out when they had Spurs, and they ended up having a really good draw at home, and then obviously going to Wembley and experience that atmosphere, which this is why the cup's so good, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to appreciate such things.
The players will go into it though feeling confident that they can cause an upset, won't they? Because like I said, had such a good season ourselves.
Yeah, we've started the season brilliantly well. We lost 3 in 24 games, which is excellent by anyone's standards. You know, we're doing well in the league. We're averaging virtually 2 points a game, which is right up there with anyone in this country, really. To be honest with you, so we're buoyant, knowing that we're capable of winning the game. But like I said, they'll certainly come here as favourites.
There has to be an upset somewhere. Well, there generally is every round, isn't there? So why not here?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the philosophy we have to go into. We have to trust ourselves. And like I said, we are capable of winning the game. There's no two ways about that. Our performance levels this year have been excellent, even against Orient last weekend when we got unfortunately got beat. But our performance level was right up there. The control, discipline showed by the team was excellent, and we'll just be looking to replicate that again. Nothing more than what we have done numerous times this year, is just replicate our own performance levels.
You mentioned obviously Newport's exploits last season in the FA Cup, and obviously Mike Flynn has done a good job there transforming them from a club that would.
I think he's done an excellent job. I think you're hard sell there, hard sell.
But is that the kind of sort of turnaround that you're aspiring to here in terms of the league and then the cup side by side?
Yeah, momentum is the biggest thing at any football club, and that's why you see clubs after they get promoted, they'll go again, because they have that winning mentality, have momentum throughout the club, and it's not just the players on the pitch, it's the whole club. So Lincoln have done it, Newport did it, obviously he went in and kept them up, and he carried that momentum on to last season, combined it with a cup run, and this year they've carried it on again, and they're in, I think they're 4th in the table, are they? So yeah, he's done an outstanding job with the club, with the resources he's got available to him.
And obviously you mentioned earlier the playoff final of 2013. That's not something that's been mentioned between yourselves and the players. No,
listen, it's history. It's part of it. It's nothing to do with us. It's not as if it was fresh in our memory. It's not as if they beat us 6 months ago in the playoff final. It's a reminder. It's a reminder of how close the club's come, and you can see the difference of what's happened. They've got into the Football League and have stayed there, and unfortunately Wrexham haven't got back in there within that time period. But that's all it is.
Just a word on obviously the finances from the game and the cup run. I mean, have you been knocking on the door and asking how much you're going to get from it at all? Or?
The club, I don't even need to go knocking on the door, if I'm honest with you. The club are run, and the people who run the club have done an outstanding job. Of the club's now a financial solid footing, and what they do is they do an awful lot for nothing basically, and whatever is left over from running costs, etc., comes straight back into the playing budget, because they want that, it's the most important thing at any club, are the players. And the better players you have, the more chance you have of success. But within all that time, you can never put the club at risk. I think the fans here have experienced that, and I think they would, albeit everyone wants to go and spend loads of money on players and knew this and knew that, the most important thing is that the club's future and security is kept.
So I was going to say, but obviously though January comes, only next month away, can fans expect any potential incomings in January at all? Or?
Yeah, we're always looking for new players. Bobby Grant obviously joined in last week. An opportunity came to bring him in, so that's done. Any club, you strengthen when you're doing well. But like I've said many times, the only players who come in now will be very good players. We've got an excellent squad. Some players who unfortunately aren't playing as much as what they'd like to, but are still very good players, more than capable of playing and being very successful in the team. So anyone who comes in has to bring that little bit extra of what we currently don't have.
You mentioned momentum there, and County are obviously coming into the game on the back of a win. What are you expecting from them?
I'm expecting a real tough physical game, if I'm honest. I think they're very resolute. They have a real good game plan of what they're doing. Probably typified by the manager, really, just a really honest group of players, not lacking ability, but certainly will give everything they've got physically, mentally, which gets you an awful long way in football. Ability comes on top of all that. If you don't bring that to the team, then you won't get far. They've got some ability as well. They've got some real good players, some players with good experience, been played in the league for an awful lot of years. So it'll be a tough game against a well-organised team.
You mentioned the manager now. Mike Flynn and yourself are both names that have come up linked with the Shrewsbury jobs. While there may not be any substance to those rumours as far as you're concerned, it's certainly a reflection on how well you're both doing in your own respective leagues.
I've said this to numerous times, same with players. It's a reflection of you just doing your job. So Flinny's done an excellent job at Newport and has done for a couple of years now. So he will get linked everywhere. And if I'm not doing my job here, then no one will be linked with us here as just doing our job.
And you mentioned as well them being favourites perhaps. The beauty of the cup is that's where league position and rank just goes out the window, isn't it? And anything can happen. It
does. And they come here, and this is what you're asking me about, what they'll bring. They will come here and try and win the game. They won't come here and think they can just come and turn up and win the game. And that's really where upsets happen. So that certainly won't happen. We won't just roll over them. They're not going to not turn up. That's not their style. It's not their manager's style. But that is the FA Cup. It is a one-off game. Anything can happen. Now, who would have said we're going to have won it a few years ago against Man City? No one would have given them a chance. You've played the game another 10 times. Man City probably win the game, but you only play it once, and then anything can happen in that one game.
And I know it's a fixture that will excite the fans. And just a word about them, really, because they've been fantastic for you, home and away, so far this season. Again,
it's the thing of the FA Cup. They've been brilliant in the league. The league is our bread and butter. It's the most important thing at this football club. But the cup is an opportunity for players, fans to experience something a little bit different. Experience cameras coming here on a Saturday night, 8 o'clock. I don't think anyone's ever played at 8 o'clock. Certainly not here. you know, it's something different. It's something to enjoy, to relish. You know, they've got an opportunity to, you know, if they want to see it as a little bit of a grudge back going to the playoff final a couple of years ago, North v South Wales, it's an experience which we wouldn't get in the league. So that's football. We're in an entertainment sport at the end of the day, and this is something which is entertaining, hopefully, for the fans.
And just one more from me. Has Wayne Hatswell been predicting the score on Saturday?
No, we predicted the fixture like we spoke about. No, I've not actually spoke to Wayne this week. I will speak to him. I'm not one that won't speak to anyone. I will speak to anyone, but as soon as that whistle goes, I'm not giving an inch. So that doesn't make any difference. I'll have a little word with him, and I'm sure we'll probably end up arguing on the touchline if necessary. But come the end of the game, we'll go back to being friends again, and that's how it is. But there's been no score predictions as yet, no.
Can I just ask about player availability? Obviously, Ricketts came off on Tuesday night. An update on his fitness?
Yeah, Ricky's gone back to Huddersfield for a scan on his hamstring. Hamstrings are notoriously not the best injury to pick up. The fact he did it halfway through a run and then carried on gives me a little bit of hope, thinking that, you know, it's not as bad as what it potentially could be. If he'd gone down clutching his hamstring, you know, you'd be more concerned. But yeah, he's having a scan and we'll take it from there. Would he be ready for this weekend? Probably not, if I'm honest with you, because that would be a miracle recovery if he's back that quickly.
And the rest of the squad, no other injuries to report?
No, everyone's good. Manny stepped up his recovery this week and played in a game yesterday, behind closed doors game, so he's up in his fitness levels and getting back ready, so everyone else is fit and ready to go. Okay?
Any further questions? We all done? Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.